Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome. My name is Jen and...
You sure?
Yeah, I am sure. My name is Jen from Spencer's Ventures.
I'm the smartass. I'm Ed from CJ's Crazy Coaster Crew. And together we are...
Under the Flags.
Yeah. This has been going.
Yeah.
I forget how many episodes we are now.
Gosh, I think this is episode 5.
Very cool.
I think, something like that.
As I get off the track and we start right away. So we are going to talk about some updates around the park, not just the amusement park, but we're going to start over in Hurricane Harbor. We know that it's not going to open until near May, but we know that it's a Blue Lagoon Cafe is getting an update and a remodel. We haven't been given much in terms of what the food's going to be. I think I'm throwing Chef Jeremy under the bus. He said he was kind of think of Yum Yum, but with things designed towards the water park, right? So it's good, but they need it. They haven't had any real updates over there.
Right.
They've had painting. They just had, like, last year, I mean, talk about updates. Last year, there was like 3 major updates of slides and steps.
Right.
Remember? Because even when we went for the Hurricane Harbor Day as a club, there was stuff, the Four Winds was shut down, and the other one because the steps were being done.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's not much there. But then we did find out today that the Gotham snack stand from Six Flags America is coming over to Hurricane Harbor, and it's going to be a snack stand. It's going to be rethemed, obviously, for Hurricane Harbor.
Right.
And it's going to have funnel cake. So we were just talking downstairs, everybody, right? I thought it was popcorn and cotton candy. Joel said he heard funnel cake. So it's going to be some kind of a standalone snack stand. So it won't be the Gotham theme. If you remember it, it's brown and it has the arch and it's Gotham, but Gotham Snack Works or something like that, it said. But so no, that'll be nice. And then I don't know if the party cabanas are new. Are they brand new this year or last year? But now they had like party cabanas for 12 people, so that's cool.
I think I remember that they were there last year. So I don't know if they were new last year or if they've been there a couple of years. We do not frequent Hurricane Harbor.
I'm not a water park person since the kids grown older. But anyway, those are the kind of the updates we know for the Hurricane Harbor.
Right.
I mean, they'll do their cleaning and everything to get it opened up. So we figured we'd kind of start there since it was just a couple things and we would slide on into the amusement park. And
so we did find out, we're recording this March 28th, and so today we did find out that DC Heroes and Villains, we knew it was coming back.
We got a little bit of insider thing and told that it sounds like the storyline, there are going to be some stuff that's going to be the same. And basically, we got it broken down to as it sounds like the storyline is going to be different, but then all the little caveats in between with the characters and the dance things, and which is fine. As long as it's, like we said it on the other cast, was, I'm okay with it coming back. Just don't give us the same storyline. What's the point? Right.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, now it was an awesome event.
It was
with the food that went along with it, and the
so good. That festival was amazing. So it's nice to know that it sounds like the storyline will change, and there goes Bear.
And that was me.
Yeah, he thinks somebody's home. The Life 360 dinged on Ed's phone
because my sister left work or something, right? So
and when Bear hears that, he thinks, "Oh, somebody's home," but everybody's here, Bear. It's fine.
Extras are here. Bear and I are up here doing the podcast, and they're all downstairs playing cards.
Yeah, at least he's not barking his head off.
Bark much anyway.
Because that would definitely come through in here. And if you do hear things in the background, it's things going on downstairs, whatever.
We didn't find out much about Oktoberfest. We were trying to secure an interview with Chef Jeremy, but opening weekend and then the pub, because it would be nice to know where exactly, right? It's going to be, because it doesn't sound like it's going to be in the normal spot going from the Fountain to Joker. So it'll be interesting to see.
In that announcement, I guess it was an Ace event or whatever, that I guess they said... So they said it sounded like that part of it would still be there, but then it was going to move somewhere
We
else.
were kind of thinking of catering, but I'm also thinking it could move on the backside into that area going over to Yum Yum because that's the whole holiday.
With all the trees.
Yeah.
I was thinking there as well because it's adjacent to that bar area.
So you're keeping it, and you can get from Ale House over there. It's
right,
open
and that would be a great spot for it, and I think that's probably what's going to happen. That's just my guess. And anything can change. They can change anything anytime. Speaking of changes, I forgot to bring this up in the last podcast. There's no stage as of yet at the fountain like it was supposed to be. I have a feeling because there is a stage over in front of Mirror Maze.
Back up in front of Mirror Maze, where they had the show last year.
Right, and I have a feeling that maybe that's where that's going to stay and it won't go to the fountain, but time will tell.
They had a dress rehearsal today, and it was basically it was a dance act, different songs. I don't know if there's going to be props and everything because it was just them
practicing.
But there was.
I didn't see it. Did you?
Yeah,
see
so
it?
I saw.
You actually saw it.
So as I was wandering back out to the car to lay down because I wasn't feeling well, they were having their dress rehearsal.
Okay.
So I didn't stop and take pictures and videos, but there was 4 or 5 ladies and a couple guys, and they had kind of like the black skirts and black pants, but then like colorful tops. And they were kind of. It was pre-recorded, so the pre-recording was them talking to the pre-recording kind of a thing. Or no, the one person had a mic, and they were talking, and then they were dancing to the music. So I literally walked by and went, "Oh, okay, this is what's going on."
So that also fits into our announcements. Because we didn't know that there was going to be a stage show there.
So it does make you wonder, what if they just decided, you know what, we're not going to put the stage at the... Because initially we had said we thought maybe they would move the safari stage down to the fountain. And that's not coming down there because that's a whole setup in its own thing.
And I was going to say, that stage is actually kind of long.
Well, that stage is a whole production setup. Like, I'm sure that's going into storage with the production company once it goes.
Yeah.
There's stuff there that is ours. When you see it, there's one of the trucks is on the side.
Right, yeah, there's a few
There's some stuff that are there that's park owned, but it is definitely a stage production thing, so I'm sure some of that's going. That's not... We just assumed that they were going to have that type of stage there for the show. It wasn't until we got the tour, and then we're there and we're like, holy crap, look at this thing.
Yeah, crazy. So, are those all the little... I think those are all the little mini updates.
Yeah, so now we did find out for Granny's, and you go in and you'll see the food, but apparently coming soon to Granny's is like a skirt steak or something like that. Sliced steak.
Oh, nice.
We heard not just Chef Jeremy, but a couple people said it, so I'm sharing it. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but multiple people said it, and nobody said not to say anything.
Right. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Yeah, I will definitely be in for that. Yeah. And while we're talking food, we like to talk about food. We like to eat food, too. We do a lot of eating at the park. We should probably do a little extra walking.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, Bear jumped up in the chair and he's behind me. You probably can't see that in the video. But he has decided he's going to sit right there. So I will not be leaning back because I cannot.
He's like trying to climb up your back.
Yeah, he really is. So, Best of the West. It is supposed to open in April.
So where to begin, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it in the prior podcast. We were told, I said Chef Jeremy said last year. It wasn't something he said don't share. As a matter of fact, I think I even said, can I share? And he said yes, because it was we might be, but we know that it's going to be a smokehouse.
Right.
Apparently the smoker did come in. He has to hook it up, get the fire department to inspect it, and then he has to season it, which is, you have to season a smoker. You have to burn wood for 6 to 8 hours and allow that to all accumulate in there. It's part of it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they're going to have to practice cooking on it because even smokers have spots, like a grill. Where.
Yeah.
So we were told that there wasn't really much of an aesthetic upgrade. That as long as it does well this year, they might actually look into some remodeling for next season.
Awesome.
But basically, the biggest things, we don't know sides, right? We forget to ask about sides, but basically, it's going to be pulled pork.
You said pulled pork.
It's going to
some
be
sort
a chicken.
Of sliced.
And then it's going to be like a sliced steak sandwich. Some kind of sliced meat sandwich.
Right. I wonder if it'll be brisket.
The word steak keeps coming to mind.
Okay.
And I know it's definitely Granny's because that was pointed out by many people. But we're stoked. And, you know, a couple of the things that, you know, people are like, well, where are they putting what? And our understanding is, from what we're piecing together from other people, is when you go out onto the back patio along the lake, the right side, that's going to be blocked off, and that's where the smoker is going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how that flows, right? You're not a restaurant, you're an amusement park. Right, so a restaurant, if you have a smoker that's in a enclosed patio, you can kind of throw something on the night before, leave it cook for the 8 hours, come back, right?
Right.
Are people showing up to cook it? You know, if we're opening at 11, are people showing up at 8 a.m. to cook, right?
Right, yeah.
So we don't know, but listen, we were talking, you guys left, and we were talking to David. And David's one of the supervisors for foods, and I always said, you know, this is getting a little off, but when we will keep this short, I promise. But, you know, how long have we had the Diamond Elite passes? They became VIP, but right? Our meal plans are $4 and change per person.
Right.
And my thing was, I always felt Six Flags had the low end for food, park food.
Right, absolutely.
But, you know, it's chicken fingers, pizza, burgers.
Yeah, all your standard.
All your standards. We had Nathan's at one point. You know, we're lucky we got Pandora, then Shop 6, but even a lot of that was park food stuff. Like the nugget, it was nuggets and sauce. Best of the West was always kind of the place to go because they had something. They had barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs. And, and my point is, like, if the menu didn't change, how much can you complain when you're paying $4 a month, right? $4.50 a month, whatever. I don't remember what it is, you know. I know how much I pay for both passes and both meal plans, Joel and I. But so it is nice to see Best of the West is kind of reverting. It was never a smoke house, but it was always barbecue.
Right, like barbecue themed,
so
basically, Western, because it's like Western.
So, you know, it's nice to see that. Look, if it does well and they do decide to do an aesthetic upgrade for next year, awesome. I hope they stay with the cowboy Western. I'm sure they will.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
And it's one of those, I'm not overly nostalgic. We've talked about this before, but there's stuff in there. But there is stuff in there from the old TP.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, the name didn't bother me. Everybody was like, oh my God, Saddle and Smoke, you're changing Best of the West. That didn't bother me. As long as we were keeping the decor.
I was always going to call it Best of the West, no matter what they call it.
Listen.
It's going to stay Best of the West.
That whole area over by El Toro, I'm an old worker. That was Hernando's.
Yeah.
Right? When I worked, we were still calling it that, and people were like, new people were like, what the hell are you talking about? And they're like, oh, we're talking about over by El Toro, or which El Toro now, but we're like, oh, it's Hernando.
Yeah.
You know. Wow, what else do we have? Best of the, I know what the other big thing is. But so Best of the West is just one of those, again, we love it, and we're looking forward to it. They're hoping to have it open around the 9th of April.
Awesome.
Is what not just Chef Jeremy told me, but everybody was like, that's what we were told. I'm assuming it came from him to everybody. Here
we go with the big one, or at least what we're considering kind of the big announcement. By the time you guys see this announcement is about 2 weeks old, but we want to talk about it, and there's a lot of people that may not know. Six Flags Great Adventure unveils Shoreline Pier. A wave of fun, of new thrills inspired by New Jersey's iconic boardwalks. I'm not going to read the entire press release, but I want to go over the attractions, the food, like all that kind of stuff that was released. So, the attractions.
Well, let's just start with Roundup.
Okay, so
I know that we got the list
Let's
going
get
in
down
order,
there.
but let's talk about, it was Swashbuckler.
Right.
It's been at the park since it opened.
1974, baby.
It was slated to be removed and gone.
Mm-hmm.
And with this boardwalk lineup, she got a huge makeover.
Yeah.
And she's being called Roundup, which was the original name, and
right.
she is going
Super Roundup
because she
right.
is going 80 degrees.
Right. So yeah, so it's gonna go 80 degrees, so Super Roundup proudly reclaims its original name in a new location after a complete mechanical makeover, having previously twirled under the names of Fantasy Fling, which I kind of remember. The Tornado, don't remember that one so much. Probably those years that I wasn't there.
Fantasy Fling was kind of my sister Marcy's growing up. It was
okay.
purple.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I think, a purple and pink. And yeah, okay. It was called Fantasy Fling.
And lastly, Swashbuckler, which I was never crazy about that name.
No, but...
And I always still called it Roundup.
Look, again, we go back to the, we would call Best of the West, Best of the West. I actually will say Bow Wow, and people that have been there forever know it because that's what foods used to call Best of the West. But... yeah, it got Swashbuckler because it was over there, and that was a theming for.
Yeah, and that
didn't fit it, but okay,
right, it's fine. Right. Okay, so
so I throw out of order if we want to go back to the top.
It's okay. Yeah. So the next ride is called Barrels o' Fun. This spinning family coaster. Do you know what it is? Invites guests to board wooden barrel-inspired cars that dip and twist like bobbing buoys on the surf, create a cheerful seaside-themed adventure perfect for young thrill seekers.
See, no, I didn't read it. I thought to myself, we dropped the ball with barrels. I like the PR spin on that.
Right, and I think it's important to know what their thought process was, because it helps you to understand what this theme is about. And it's kind of like giving it a story. And I think once you know what the story is, it's like, oh, we're bobbing, like, cool. We're a little disappointed that we didn't have a big seagull on the front of it.
A nest, like we were, us. We're
but we're silly like that. So anyway, Barrels of Fun, if you don't know, that is Raging Cajun. It has come to Six Flags Great Adventure. It has been repainted blue.
And then here's a little story. Like, I don't know if you were standing there when I was talking to Ryan.
Yeah, I was.
About painting it.
Yes.
Like, basically,
cool.
They were like, just why bring it here and paint it? So they painted it there at Six Flags America. Yep. And then brought it over. He said they did save a little piece here and there for us to do for social media. It hasn't been put out yet, but he's like, yeah, they just painted it there. Made it just, much easier for everybody.
Right, that makes sense.
It's here and now it can be set up.
Right, just paint it down there. It doesn't even matter if you get paint all over the place because whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool to find that out. That was super cool.
Right? You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm glad it's painted blue. I like that opposed to white or something bland. Like, to me, blue, it's the sky. It's just good stuff. It's the water. It's basically water because you're waves, cool. Okay, this one's kind of obvious. Flying scooters. So let's read what they say about this.
Which was the French Quarter Flyers.
Yeah. A nostalgic favorite found on piers up and down the shore, this classic ride puts guests in control of their own flight around the boardwalk. Riders soar on winged scooters using the sails to swing, dip, and glide, choosing between a gentle breeze or a more thrilling ride. With each push and pull, each flight becomes uniquely their own, shaped by their own movements and the wind.
Right. So if you've been to Wildwood, Maurice Pier, Kong, that's what's up there. They're planes. It was kind of cool having these at a Six Flags park because they are definitely Cedar Fair nostalgia. They're like at every Cedar Fair park. They never get taken down. They just get moved around.
Yeah.
So to have it for us coming from America, they're cool. They're fun.
Yeah.
You get in there and you kind of push the paddle as you're going and you kind of...
Right. I have not ridden one yet because I was going to ride the one at Dollywood. And because I wanted to see first what it did. I wanted to ask John, like John and the kids rode it. And I was like, okay,
And
like,
you can just sit in it and not move the paddle.
Right.
It will just fly.
Right. I was like, okay, how, like, do you think that I'll get sick? Because I'm concerned about the round. I get nauseous sometimes, and just, I have, like, issues with motion. So he thought, no, he was like, no, because you can control it. You don't even have to do anything. And I'm like, well, it looks fun. It looks like I could probably handle it. So the next day we were going to do it. And yeah, we were there in June in 2021, and there was lightning in the area many times while we were at Dollywood. A lot of lightning in the area, and they shut it down. We waited and waited and waited, and then the park was about ready to close, so I didn't get to ride it. So I'm looking forward to this. You know, hopefully I'll be able to ride it and not feel sick. So
you go on it by yourself. You move the paddle. If it does it, then you don't, and just let it glide around.
Right.
They're not super fast.
No, they're not. Okay, so then the next one, Wave Swinger. You can probably figure out what that is, too. This breezy seaside swing ride lifts guests into the air, spinning them above the midway with sweeping boardwalk views. That's probably going to be pretty cool. And weightless soaring sensation. Bear, what are you doing? Its debut brings back the nostalgic spirit of the Flying Wave, which thrilled generations at Great Adventure from 1974 to 2007.
And that's where Skyscreamer. It's the same.
That's where
Skyscreamer
That's where Skyscreamer is.
Yeah.
And those things, because of those swings back then, I have severe anxiety regarding them. I might try to get over it and get on these swings, but I've been hit by a swing. I've been hit by a swing with a person in it, and the anxiety is just, even just thinking about it, I can't. So we might have to take some medication and get on these damn swings, because they are fun.
Right, and if you're unaware, it's it built. You know, you start low, and it's like 2 or 3 tiered where it comes up, and then the top kind of leans.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tilt as you go, and you're going around, and it is fun. So I might have to try to get over it.
We kind of got the feeling today from a few people that they wanted, several of the parks wanted them, and we kind of got there first.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that special delivery or urgent delivery, whatever.
Oh yeah, he said it was.
That wasn't actually about Raging Cajun.
Right.
Raging Cajun showed up a couple days ahead of time.
Right.
That secret delivery or urgent delivery was actually the swings showed up for it, and that's what that was. And
everybody was saying,
and we all said
Raging
the same
Cajun.
thing.
It's
We all
Raging
were like,
Cajun.
it's Raging Cajun, right?
And
no, it was the actual
it was
swings.
The swings. Yeah, that was cool to find that out too. And the last ride, Hypno Twister. I'm not sure how I feel about this ride.
Well, it's the steam whirler from America, and Hershey has one too in front of Jolly Rancher Rewind, and I can't think of the name of it. It's the same ride.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, cool. Let's see.
You didn't actually read the. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh yeah. I can. Yeah, I can read Hypno Twister. A dazzling, light drenching spinning ride. I'm not sure what the light drenching part. That whirls guests through swirling colors, hypnotic rotations. I read that as ratios. What the hell is wrong with me? Sorry. Okay.
She couldn't remember her name in the last podcast.
I know. 4 interlocking, rotating arms perform a mesmerizing dance that delivers pops of weightlessness. What are they talking about?
Anyway, if you know
swirling colors, like
I think because the way they're coloring it,
the
way they're painting it,
and we don't know how they're painting
the
it
rendition, it's kind of multiple colors. And if you've ridden this ride, you know that you move forward and then backwards. Yeah, so it's both.
I'm looking forward to trying to ride it. When we were down in America, I filmed you guys riding it, and I wanted to get on it. But then we moved on to bumper cars and stuff, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'm cool just filming things. And it looks like a ton of fun. It really does. Moving on to, we got shopping and snacks announcements with the Shoreline Pier announcement. Fresh cut fries. That sounds pretty amazing.
I'm hoping it's going to be the boardwalk style fry.
So,
right?
yeah,
But
so...
maybe like malt vinegar and...
Yeah, well, it says served with hot... Bleh, served hot. Of course, hopefully they're served hot. With a variety of bold dipping sauces.
That's right. This is the one with the sriracha.
Including sriracha, curry, and bay ketchup. I want the sriracha ketchup, baby. Bring that on. Like,
I'm assuming the bay ketchup's going to be
Old Bay. Yeah, that'll be Old Bay. So Jersey style disco fries topped with melted mozzarella and rich brown gravy. Oh my gosh. A Garden State classic.
So that's...
Born in a diner, but raised on the shore.
Yeah, so that...
Hello.
Something that, right? Who would ever thought that had taken off? But yet it's a staple. If you're from Jersey and to visit boardwalks, it's sold. It's kind of a staple. And it's big, messy as hell, but they're good.
Okay, we've got classic corn dogs. I'm a little excited for that. Plus the signature gabagool on a stick.
Did you just read this for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, I read this.
Okay. Capicola dipped in corn batter and finished with hot honey drizzle. Hot honey, yeah, baby.
So it'll be fried.
One bite and boom, Jersey mode activated. Honey, all you got to do is stir up my Jersey a little bit. And we don't need to activate it with this. We can activate it with other things, but I will take that.
I am not a big corn dog. You can handle the corn. I'm not a big corn dog person. I've never been.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they're good,
we'll go through and we'll try them. We'll do a food review when this stuff all comes out. So we'll eat it all. There are certain things that just look. You know me and my background when I was younger. You know, and the limited food options we have. I mean, I've just started eating hot dogs again. Mm-hmm. I took a taste of the meatloaf at the park.
Right.
I don't do meatloaf.
Right.
I just started eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There was just such an overabundance of burger type stuff when I was younger. So, and hot dogs. So I've never been a big all three of the boys. I mean, now Joel's got 3 million allergies, but all three of the boys always loved the corn dogs. Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, so next up. Indulgent, over-the-top, Jersey-inspired funnel cake sundae creations. Here we go. Triple blueberry roundup. Jersey is known for blueberry bogs. They're bogs, right? Or no, they're not. No, that's cranberry.
Cranberry bogs. Yeah, they're blueberry fields.
Blueberry, like...
They're fields, whatever. They're plants.
But bushes.
Bushes, yeah.
Jersey's largest fruit export with a bounty of blueberries, blueberry syrup, blueberry ice cream, and whipped cream. That's a lot of blueberry. But
Violet, you're turning violet.
Yeah, right? Holy cannoli. This is the next one. When one of New Jersey's favorite desserts meets a shore classic, Done and Done. Freshly made funnel cake topped with sweet ricotta cream, chocolate syrup, chocolate chips, and cannoli shell pieces. Oh, hello.
Forget the funnel cake. Just give me the whole topping.
Just give me that. Yeah, so...
Of course, how many times have we done, like, the funnel cake sundae? We do all the stuff on the top, and the funnel cake's this big. There's so much left.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot of things to try and tell you guys about. So I'm excited about that.
By the way, we're both diabetic.
Yeah, but we eat it. We eat all the things, though. Okay, chocolate dipped fruit. That's exciting.
Right, and I'm guessing that's going to be more of a play of what we already have over in Sweet Spot. Because Sweet Spot, I didn't look this year, but we had the chocolate dipped fruit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough last year that I walked in with Pete and Tracy, and John's like, have you tried the dipped fruit? And I'm like, no. He's like, let me go get you some. I said, well, just do the pineapple on the side, and because I'm allergic. and he brought out, we had all of it. It was the freeze dried
Mm-hmm.
fruit, so maybe this will be big pieces.
Yeah,
of
it
fruit.
says, oh shoot, there it is. Chocolate dip fruit and other classic boardwalk sweets,
So maybe
perfect for a
cheesecake?
grab and go treat along the pier. So it doesn't say it's going to be on a stick, but maybe it could be.
Because
Grab and go.
cheesecake is
Yeah, I wonder.
is come and gone here and there.
Yeah, I
wouldn't mind that
wonder.
at all.
Rita's Italian Ice, featuring more than 8 flavors of Italian ice and custard made fresh in the park. So that Rita's has always been there.
They've kind of always had the same set of flavors. It'd be nice if they mixed it up. I
Right.
get it. It's an amusement park and not a freestanding Rita's,
Right.
right? But it's always like the same 7, 8 flavors.
Right. And new retail offerings nearby give guests even more ways to commemorate their visit with pier-inspired merchandise and coastal keepsakes.
I'm hoping like we have Shoreline,
I hope
Six Flags
so.
Great Adventure material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will be. I'm a sucker for merchandise. If they have T-shirts and stuff, I'm there. I'm all in. Ask me about my collection of Fright Fest gear. I've had to hold myself back tremendously, but I've got probably more Fright Fest shit than what I need.
We went downstairs right now. There's probably 20 different Fright Fest cups in the drainer.
Oh yeah, I love my merch. What can I say?
As we're sitting across from a Fright Fest bucket.
Yeah.
The blood bucket.
Yep, right there.
Oh, no, that's not the blood bucket. That's,
I know, that's
the roller
that's the
coaster.
wrong-
My bad. Yeah.
But we've got the
We got
lanterns
media-
over there.
We got our media pass, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, my media pass. Eventually I'm gonna hang a few things back here on the wall, but whatever. Still, it's a work in progress. Anyway, okay, so entertainment at Shoreline Pier.
Again, right? Let's. And
Hello.
You've got the whole play because you can do the stilt walkers, you can do the juggling. I haven't read that part, so I don't know what it says.
Yeah, so sorry, I am getting super tongue twisted here. A dynamic lineup of live entertainment transforms Shoreline Pier into a constantly moving, high-energy experience from day to night. On select dates and times, guests can enjoy towering stilt walkers, roaming the midway, interacting with guests, creating can't-miss visual moments along the pier. I love stilt walkers. I really do. I think they're fantastic.
I love the ones we have on Dream Street.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the guys. They're not going to, break their character. And then, of course, we had them today in the March 28th for opening. We had them in the Safari.
Yeah, and they're doing a fantastic job. I mean, they're just great. Live musicians bringing the sounds of the shore to life with upbeat summer-inspired sets that carry across the boardwalk. So, live music. Hello.
Yeah, even if it's a 15, 20-minute steel drum band or
I could see that.
Right, something along that line. I mean, they do last year they did the little thing in Hurricane Harbor with the steel drum group. They were good.
And they were good. They were very good.
We had a blast in there listening to them. And that was only like 10 minutes or so, but it was awesome. So
yeah.
You can do that a few times a day. Steel drums would definitely fit. I mean, yes, it's more Caribbean, but it's still shore.
Right.
It's still beach.
Right. Mm-hmm. Roaming acts and high-energy performance artists popping up throughout the area, delivering playful, spontaneous, interactive moments that keep guests engaged in between rides. I love this. I love the pop-up roaming entertainment. It could be jugglers. It could be... There's just so many things.
You're right. And hopefully we'll see some the Warner Brother characters over there in swimsuit gear, which...
that would be so cute.
Would be awesome. And then at night, like, even if it was only, a couple weekends, can you imagine nighttime with the lights and a fire breather? Like, just having a fire breather?
Right, you have
you've got the stilt walkers, jugglers, you can have the multiple different things that at least would... Look, again, I think outside of food, our next biggest thing for us is entertainment. I mean,
Absolutely.
I ride, you don't ride as much, but, like... Entertainment, it keeps people It keeps people. It keeps them there.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it makes people want to come back.
Yeah,
if this was good, what's the next one going to be like?
Right. I mean, I hang out for the entertainment that goes on all darn day long. I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see that. So, you know, I can get stuck watching entertainment and be like, I'm fine not going to ride anything.
You know, again, we're filming on opening. You're going to see this later, but we're filming the March 28th, and you watched every Safari Spring Break thing.
I did.
I showed up. You know, you were like, basically, you know, we're here. Get your ass here and see this show.
Yeah.
You know.
It was good because when one act was done, another one came out. It was a constant flow, and then they had like a half-hour break. And then they kind of started that flow over again. And it was just amazing. So now this was something that I didn't see when I originally went through this press release. Boardwalk nights. Apparently we got something different here. When the sun goes down, the boardwalk shifts into a brilliant nighttime scene with Boardwalk Nights, a brand new limited time summer event. Okay, cool. Electrifying stage performances, featuring powerhouse vocalists, high energy dancers, and gravity defying acrobats in a fast-paced, visually stunning showcase.
I wonder if 3 Point Challenge is really getting a refurb,
or if
that's where the stage
is gonna go.
I didn't ask. I never specifically asked. We heard from other content creators that the 3 Point was getting a refurb and was supposed to be coming back, but that would be great for the stage off to the side,
right?
Because when you walk down, if you haven't been, you're walking to Superman, everything's to the right. Everything's to the right, so there's plenty of room to put the stage there. It's just the stage kind of being off to the side would pull away from the rides, and people want rides, right. But everybody's, you know, there's several other people said 3 Point Challenge was coming back, but it would be a great spot for
it stage. Would, but you can also fit a stage over there.
Well, and let's be honest. So if you're putting 3 Point Challenge there, do you want a stage over there with slingshot?
Well, I'm thinking, just put it to the right where the rides are.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
no, I said right. There is still plenty of room over there.
I think it'll probably be over there, but 3 Point Challenge also makes sense. I'm actually kind of excited about this, that it's like, oh, well, we're going to have some daytime performances and then nighttime's going to be a little different. Thank you. I'm going to be hanging out at Boardwalk a lot because it's just going to be...
Apologize, guys. I've been under the weather.
Yeah, it's going to be just entertaining. I'm super excited. Okay, so the next thing... Oh, sorry.
No, we're good. Like, we were there today, opening day, and we were taking some pictures because the Purple Project is only supposed to be being built Monday through Friday, and yet they added like 6 more pieces of structure, and now the launch... We had this, and now the vertical is completely built, right?
I was surprised.
And we were talking to some folks there briefly. We're like, well, you guys must be like coaster enthusiasts, blah, 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 listening to us talk and asking questions. And I am both in love with the name and a little, I don't know what word I want to use, Shoreline, when it comes to Shoreline.
Right.
I like the name, but I also don't see rides as Shoreline. Mm-hmm. So it kind of is a little bit of a conundrum for me, but I love the whole concept because to me, growing up, I've been, like I said, lucky enough to go to every beach down in New Jersey, right? And Shoreline to me is that line in the sand where the water, the waves crash in on the beach and that. So that kind of confuses me a little with the name. And I'm just saying that because of somebody who visits shore points and that. So that Shoreline doesn't mean rides and arcades to me, but I absolutely, altogether, Shoreline on the boardwalk, I like it. I'm throwing that in there just because it kind of befuddles me a little bit. But I love it. I'm looking the little pictures on the artist renditions on the fence and that, you know, they look great. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
There's a surfing term for you. I'm stoked.
Okay, so the next thing for Boardwalk Nights, exclusive Boardwalk merchandise gives guests a chance to take home a piece of the experience. Well, we already knew that.
Right.
I mean, that was So that's twice.
Yeah,
Music,
it happens.
lighting, and live performances combine to create an immersive after-dark environment that keeps energy going well into the evening. That's
Which
just
is
sort of...
that's the same. Like
It's basically the same
I'm
thing.
hoping like we light it. Even like I hope you must be desperate coming to me. Um, like let's light it. Like I want to hear the do, 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 kind of almost circus theme kind of a thing. You know, not obviously circus, but I want to hear those nostalgic sounds. I mean, I'm okay if we get a little a wave, white noise wave kind of thing throughout. You know, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be great.
And I hope they go out with the lights, like boardwalks, right? At night, they're lit.
Oh, they're lit.
The rides are lit,
yeah.
and there's lights every. You know,
right.
I hope we play well on that.
And this means that you have to stay open, like when it's a little dark out. Like, and I know that that's tough. I know your schedule's already set.
Well, once we hit summertime, we're open until like 10. So
is that's kind of the normal? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I haven't really panned ahead.
I haven't either.
But in the past.
But as long as you have at least an hour of darkness, you can really enjoy that. That would be pretty awesome.
Starting Memorial Weekend, it's 9 p.m. So it's not till like July that we're seeing Fridays and Saturdays are 10 p.m. and Sundays are 9 and then weekdays are 8. So we're definitely going to get a couple hours come later.
At least on the weekend,
They're talking about late spring. So these rides are going in and they're going to be available to ride this year, unlike the Purple Project, which we're waiting for.
I'm really going to enjoy having these flat rides. I think I'll ride at least half of them.
Listen, the surveys that have come out in the past have heavily favored more flats needing to be in the park.
Yeah.
Flats and entertainment.
Yep.
And whether you like the rides or don't like the rides or you're not as excited as about the entertainment, it overwhelmingly in the surveys, this is what's been asked for, and they're doing it. I don't care that they're new to us, right? I don't care that they're new to us, right? That they come from America, right? I'm happy to have them. We need this kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm asked today about kiddie rides, and they were saying, look, King's Dominion, us, Dorney, we're all kind of vying for everything in the park. Like, it's funny when you hear the swings magically appear.
Right? Yeah.
Everybody kind of wanted them, and we snagged them.
We'll take that. Yeah, that's kind of funny.
And I hope that those kiddie rides there, especially Steamtown, they never got built that last year. I mean, I hope they're going would I love to see more at our park? Absolutely, but we're not the only ones in it. So if Dorney can get some stuff, if King's Dominion can get some stuff, so be it. Rumor is we are supposed to get one more thing from the park, and nobody is even whispering what that is.
Do you think that's because they're not 100% sure we're getting it yet? Maybe there's a bit of a fight over whatever it is.
Right, and when we say fight, right, it's remember that a
negotiation. Right, there's negotiations.
I mean, the company still owns America,
right?
And when it comes down to it, you're not only wanting to spread the love to parks with rides, you're also looking to sell some of the stuff and recoup some money, right? So what's going to be, and if you want to talk about heartbreaking from America, the Wild One, right? She survived 120 some years, and now it's going to just be and probably be destroyed.
Right. It's probably going to rot.
It's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
No, I think there's definitely some negotiation going on. I mean, Ryan did say, remember, there's some stuff that's got, King's Dominion is there.
Right.
Dorney is in the consideration for stuff in us, and we've already gotten stuff. So,
so if a fifth ride comes, do you think, first of all, we might be going to touch over, but I want to touch on this. First of all, what do we think that ride could be, and B, where's it going to go? Are we thinking... See, I think there's no way it goes to Shoreline.
See, and then I'm
feel
leaning
like it's
that
already
Shoreline because
set.
when we've got the 4
I mean,
plus
it
the
could.
new,
It could.
and
There's
they're-
room.
and
There's a
they're
ton
like,
of room.
oh, there's a rumor that we're getting it. It kind of flows into that, but sure, it could go anywhere else on the market.
You know, I mean, you've got the area over there where Swash was and where the station
right,
was
which
for
is they basically put in
Skyway.
seating.
And that can be moved very easily.
But
But
we had
what,
that whole grass area that used to be the platform on this side of on the granny side of the park for the
for
Skyline.
Skyway, right?
There's a whole...
And if so, you know, the Speedway, the cars, that's gone or going. There could just something could be put over there potentially. I mean, there's a lot of places where Daredevil Dive was.
I mean, I said today to Ryan, I know that it would sit off to the side of Shoreline, the opposite side of where everything is going. But if you're getting rid of that, Penguins Blizzard Beach would fit the boardwalk.
Now, what is that?
Penguins Blizzard Beach, when we walked back to Superman in America, it was on the right-hand side. It's a water ride. So you're basically in boats almost like Roaring Rapids, except it went up. And then it slid down.
Is it a round?
Yes, it's a round tube that you sit.
Okay.
If I remember right. And you went up, and then as you came around, there was some waterfall features, and there were scuffers that would turn the boat.
Okay.
And you just were coming down sections.
I'm trying to remember if I saw it or not.
So you saw it. You just aren't remembering. It was on the right as you went back. I mean, there was Riddlers. And
I do remember some sort of water thing there, but I thought it was like one of those big boat ones with the huge ass splash.
No,
so that was round.
They were like round. Yeah.
Now, do you think that's possible? That's what they're looking at?
I don't. Listen, this is I just said, and I even said to I said to Ryan when we were on our tour, like that would fit. I mean, that's a
right.
Water ride.
It would fit. Yeah. It would fit. I have no clue what else could be coming.
You know, as you wander head around the park, there is the mini drop tower that was there.
That's right. And that works for boardwalk.
Absolutely. We've had them on the boardwalks. Maury's has them. Maury has it, yeah.
So, I mean,
and
if we got
isn't
that...
tall. The only reason Maury's is as tall as it is because it sits up on a platform.
Right. And the footprint for that isn't huge, so it would fit.
It's tiny.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's a good guess. Selfishly, and I know that it won't happen, probably not happen. Selfishly, I want the antique cars.
Everybody wants.
I want.
Doesn't want it.
I mean,
how are
they're so much fun, and I know some people are like, "Oh, that's stupid." No, it's not. It's fun. It's. See, I like interaction. I like to do things on a ride. I love interactive rides. That's an interactive ride.
Obviously you're pushing the pedal and you don't have to steer because the rail will keep you, but it's fun to try to steer and not bounce off the rail.
It is.
And then I'm always that guy who's like, I've got Cassie in the back or I've got...
Oh, yeah, so you're going to mess with
I'm like, and I'm driving Miss Daisy, I'm driving Miss Cassie, doing, We have fun. I mean, and they are fun. Listen, any of you goes to Knoebels and tell us you don't like old time cars. We know you're bullshitting.
The ones at Knoebels are
they go under the ride. They go under Phoenix. The
track for Knoebels it's long. It's probably the best one. So not only does it go through the coaster, under the coaster, but there's like a little bridge it goes over. You're going through like a garden, and it's just it's sweet. It's peaceful, and you don't really see much of the park once you're on the track. Right. It's just the area.
You literally get on, you come around, and you go back under the track, and you're back in there, and then you come back through the track, and you're up the front.
Yeah, right. It's really nice.
They would fit boardwalk. They would fit anywhere. We could put them. They tend to have a large footprint, but you can always redesign the track.
You can redesign it, absolutely.
Don't know like, I guess getting the cars is easy, but can you really pull up the track? I'm wondering if that's something you have to build. But
Yeah,
I would love the old time. I would love the cars. And you guys haven't been to Knoebels during Fall Fest when they had the haunt stuff up. You actually...
I would love to
I don't know if it still is, but they used to be an upcharge because it's all decorated in the back.
Right, and I believe that is still the case when I looked into it, and I thought, man...
It's cool as hell. You go back there, and they've got, clowns and ghouls. And it's really, really cool. Yeah.
Super fun. So, I think that's it for the updates. And I know some of this is old, but there are some of you out there that maybe don't know all of this. And, we're also letting you know what we think.
Right.
I mean, we're super excited. I think this is exactly what we need. I will say this. You'll probably hear me say this quite a bit. I said it in my vlog. I feel seen and I feel heard. And I know it's not about me, but a lot of people have been asking for entertainment, for more flat rides, for, hey, we need something. We got to do something with this park. And I absolutely I feel like a lot of people are going to feel heard now. But on a personal level, I feel seen and I feel heard, and it's very satisfying.
Absolutely. Again, surveys have heavily pushed for entertainment and flats, and I think we're finally getting... I'm probably talking too low, sorry. I think we're probably finally starting to get that recognition. We're heard.
Right.
We're heard. And some people are gonna, well, a little too late, blah blah blah, and okay, whatever. But yes, it took a while, but look, it's happening.
Right.
Right. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic for all the changes. We mentioned it before, but we'll mention it here since we're doing updates. Watch the characters this season because they're getting new uniforms throughout the seasons for the different events. They're in a safari now, so we don't really know what's coming out with that, but we're looking forward to that. But
absolutely,
I think that's kind of everything, right? Coming up, and Shoreline is the big thing.
So.
I mean, the Purple Project, right? The Purple Project is the Purple Project,
right? And we will have updates on that periodically.
Like, it looks like their plan is to have it moving, so it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Absolutely. So I think that is going to do it for this episode. I have been so tongue-tied tonight. It's crazy. I think that's...
want to sniff her coffee and see if it's really just
it's
coffee.
Totally fine. That'll do it for this episode. We appreciate all of you joining us. Thank you for coming under the flags with us. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions.
Tell us, please comment and tell us what you think about this edition with the flats and the shoreline and that.
Right.
We've covered a few things, but definitely. What do you think? What do you think about the shoreline and this huge renovation to the boardwalk area? Anything that's going on in the board. And
if you have any suggestions for us about something you would like us to discuss, and it could literally be anything. It's not... This podcast will not always be Great Adventure related or Dorney Park related, or we will do other things. It's just right now this is what we're focused on.
Yeah, this is the start of the season, so this is where we are. It's all
So if there's other things you want us to discuss, hey, put it in the comments. We'll discuss stuff. We'll answer your questions, whatever you want. Also, for this podcast, we turned on this light. Let us know. Is this good? Is the sound good? Is the picture quality good?
Guys. We're trying.
We need that feedback from you guys. Let us know. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. If you haven't subscribed, push that button, baby. It's free. Just push the button. It's cool.
Doesn't do anything to you. I mean, we would love for you to turn on the notifications and know everything we have, but at least subscribe.
But at least just hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate all of you. That's it. This was Under the Flags. Thank you for joining us.
Guys, have a good one.
See you later. Bye.